I think the sound of the clink, clink, clink is very beautiful. I can do a song on that. मैं निकला ओ गड्डी लेके
It's music to our ears.
परी जाओ, मुझे परी जाओ.
Exactly, well done you. But did you expect it to be such a phenomenal hit, both of you?
Well, I don't know what it was, because you see, Gadar 1 itself had set its own tone by itself. The people loved it and they took it where it had to go. And I was very sure either my Gadar 2 would not do it or it would do it equally to that point, because it would connect to the same people, and because we have the family is the same, everything is the same, nothing has changed. It's just the time has changed from 45 to 71, and the duration is from there to there, and
yes.
The story, and they'll relate to it. I was very sure about it, but it could go either way, but it could not be in between. I was not. No middle path for it. Either thalle out there.
Right. How about you, Ameesha? As Sakina, I guess people still remember you for that iconic role.
I feel privileged. It doesn't happen in the history of cinema that cult films that go down in the archives as actually film history get a sequel. And I think the beauty of Gadar 2 is that they didn't make a project the heck of it, like just for the heck of making a sequel, make a sequel, add an item song, change the actors, do all those calculated things. This was a real film with the real family. And people used to tell me all the time that your film Gadar is not a film, it's an emotion. And everybody lives with Tara and Sakina in their hearts. And I used to say, okay, maybe they're just saying this to me because I'm in front of them or they know me. But I think the validation has come from the kind of craze, Gadar mania, Gadar hysteria for part 2, that people were genuinely interested and loving to see what happens in their family's life, the next chapter.
Right.
And it's a very overwhelming feeling. Still taking time to sink it in, but very blessed and very grateful.
Of course, and I revisited the original yesterday, and I was wondering, it takes a lot of courage to go back to, because it's a very simple movie. At the end of the day, it's about humanity triumphing over divides, right? How can you make it more relevant, especially at a time when OTT is all about being racy, risque, like being extra violent?
I don't know why we keep talking about relevant, modern cinema, this, cinema, that. All that is just simply being created by people. The art is something which is beautiful and it has to connect to the people. And if you're connecting to the people, that is it. बाकी लोग उसकी thesis करते हैं, ऐसा नहीं करना चाहिए, वो करना चाहिए. And I don't see anybody actually contributing towards what the people want. And then we start talking about this is masses, this is classes. Who is a class? We are all people. कहते हैं ये elite है ये. I don't understand. What do you mean by saying you're elite? So who the hell are you, man?
Who are these people who
I don't know why they do that. We all the same. We all are the same. We are just the public. We are just the people, right? I don't know why they want to make themselves like that.
Yeah.
And when because these few sector of these people, they don't know what country is all about. They don't know what the world is about. They live in their own doom. And they think that's what they do. I don't know what I use in the bubble. And they feel that's the way the world has to be. And then because they're sitting there and everything, so they keep talking so many things.
Right.
I feel odd when I talk too much also. I just don't talk, just enjoy and appreciate something good over there. And it may be not your taste. We don't eat, everybody is not eating one kind of food, they go eat variety of foods.
Yeah.
You can't say, no, this is the food you should eat and that is bullshit.
Why make these restrictions and formulas,
Make all, cinema is for everyone.
And every kind of cinema.
Every genre can be made, every kind of thing can be made. Don't put brackets to it.
Don't label them.
Don't label them.
Right.
Let go enjoy them, and don't criticize somebody who's liking it because you don't like it.
Right.
And then I just say, just be kind and be nice, man.
Of course. And can I just say, it was so heartening to see you come back. With you, I knew you would be the hero, because generally heroes in the installments, it's a given. But women are often interchangeable. They change for some weird reason. But in your case, I think there shows...
You're putting your woman down. You're putting, you as a woman, you're doing that. Don't do
They're
that.
often interchangeable. I mean, come on. We have
So
done it.
even the actors, anybody gets changeable. That is not the thing. Again, all these things happen is because the creative guy or the financial guy or the guy who wants to make it feels he knows how to do it. So keep doing all those things, you know. But in reality, Gadar too has to have the same family, otherwise Gadar doesn't exist. It is this परिवार जिसने गदर बनाया था और उस परिवार को लोगों ने गदर तक गदर बचा दिया उसका. तो वो परिवार वैसा नहीं होगा तो वो गदर नहीं देखने आएंगे, वो नहीं जानना चाहेंगे.
Right.
So you know that's what
people always say, you know, Tara plus Sakina equals Gadar.
You guys come as a unit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. How have you seen each other evolve? Like you look at each other. Do you guys reminisce about the first day back in 2001, etc. or no? Or you guys are like, I don't look back.
Nothing. I mean, there's no point looking back because it's a journey. It's a mountain you're climbing, and you're going to carry on climbing. But I mean, and life is
A process.
and we keep moving and moving, and that's the beauty is of that, you know. And then when they say, oh, it's the same like how it was so many years ago, you feel wow. I mean, we have been able to give that magic on that silver screen, make them believe it is still the same. That's what an actor wants to do.
Right.
That's our victory. You know?
It's a testament to that movies work, good movies work, irrespective, good stories, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, every movie जो बनाता है वो अच्छी picture ही बनाना चाहता है. Nobody wants to make a bad movie, right? It's just the flavor is a little here, flavor is a little there. जिसको flavor नहीं अच्छा लगता वो बोलता है कि ये गंदी है, जिसको वो flavor अच्छा लगता है वो अच्छी है. So I think we should just stop doing all that. Go enjoy cinema. It's not meant to be criticized. It's meant to be enjoyed.
Entertaining. Yeah.
It's meant to be entertaining. So I'm assuming you guys have not read any of the reviews because you are like, let's
I did see one or two. I did see people talk bullshit, but then again, you know, that's not because you want to know what's happening. But I've never bothered about this over my years in my life.
Yeah.
I said, it's if you're talented, you exist. If you're not, you don't. And if you're talented, you don't need to go and shout about it. You just keep floating in it.
Ameesha, do you share his sentiment as well?
Absolutely. I think Sunny and I are very similar people. Our profession is filmmaking, being actors, but we're very apolitical. We don't belong to camps. We don't bitch. We don't gossip.
Yes.
We don't run people down. We've never been in controversies ever. You know, of course, he's too senior to me. I'm a baby compared to his legacy of work. And I think that stood him in good stead too, because 40 years and counting, no one has that record of being the leading man and how.
And being scandal-free.
And being scandal-free.
Not easy.
I think that's our off-screen persona, chemistry, cleanliness in our heart is what showed the magic of Tara and Sakina. Again, people believe that they're madly in love.
Right.
You know, and that's the beauty that came across on screen. It was just magical.
Right. Did you guys go to theatres, etc.? Actors do that often.
I did.
Just to
I
hear
did.
how
I mean, see, now I'm here. Today I'm going to go into the theatres. I've been all over the country, going to all the theatres without letting them know I'm there.
Yes.
Because the beauty is when I go there because they've been loving it. I've been seeing it on the news. The way they're coming in tractors and they're just jumping from here to there, everywhere.
Kind of
I mean, they're coming from everywhere. They just want to come and enjoy, and the joy they have on their face. And it's brought all the communities together.
It is
not just one.
I mean, yesterday we landed in Dubai and I had a set of people come up to me and say, congratulations, Sakina ma'am, for your film. And we live in Africa, there are no theatres there, so we've flown to Mumbai to see your film on the big screen because they wanted that viewing experience. This is what Gadar has done. It's made people fly internationally, and that's a very heartening feeling, 22 years down. And I used to tease him always. I used to say, Tom Cruise did it with Top Gun 30 years later. Tara Singh is going to do it now. You just mark my words. So I used to always tell him that.
That's interesting you say it. I keep saying West has all these Avengers series and all these series that with the powers. You just extract things off the ground, don't you? You keep it real. Is that your thing? Is that?
Yeah, I've always been a person who believes in the realism of emotions and everything because there's nothing beyond that.
Really?
I like to be as rooted as possible.
Right. Last question, of all the scenes in this particular, which has been your most favorite one, where you still have goosebumps? I can tell you mine. Mine is a kid singing, and you come up to, from the the original, yeah.
Get the instinct that...
The instinct that you suddenly wake up from the beds. I was like, that's as dramatic as it gets, but still works. Yeah. In your case, is there such a scene?
I mean, for me, what happens is I'm get so indulged in the film that I never feel I've done something right.
No way. You still are you beset
No, I don't mean that way. I mean, because being an actor, you know, when you're doing, when we see so many things about how you're doing it and make it happen. What gives me goosebumps is the reaction that people do when they watch it and the way they react to what we have done. That is the satisfaction. That is what gives me the whole magic. Oh wow! I thought I was not so, but they have loved it way beyond that, and then you just thank the Almighty, because that's the beauty of it.
I think one beautiful moment is when Tara Singh takes the instrument and ta na na starts. That did it for people.
Yes.
You know, and
it was highly emotional.
It was highly emotional. I know I got messages and DMs and things as soon as that song was released on YouTube, and they said it's on loop. We're playing it on loop and we're crying and howling. And they had the same reactions when they went to the theatre and saw us back with that theme song, you know, and they were like, it just flushed us with memories and we were howling in the cinemas, and those kind of reactions.
Yeah, and the other thing I think is when obviously the way the story goes, when the son is completely going to be knocked out and they're asking whom, what is your last khwahish kya hai?
Yeah,
and then the father comes over and says, beta apne baap se milna chahega.
Oh, I know.
That is something which everybody wants. Yeah, we want the father to be here.
It's like the father to the rescue.
Yes.
It's like fathers know best. You really believe that?
Yes. Because you always, no matter how old, how young you are, I mean, I'm old, so I can still say the same thing, is that you always look up to your father to come and help you.
For sure.
And if the father comes over there, the world seems nothing. Here is my giant.
I know, I love it how this entire family is going through a moment of reckoning. Your dad is on the big screen, you are having this. It's I think, the sweetest time for your family, I guess.
Yeah, it is.
In terms of career-wise, I would say.
Yeah, it is. All of us are there, all of our films are happening, everything is there. I mean, like I always keep saying, because my son got married, so daughter's at home, and she's the lucky charm, I would say, who has entered into our family, and things have started becoming beautiful.
Right.
And my dad did a film just now. I think everybody loves him over there. And they asked him, he did that. I said, but that can carry off anything.
And the way he answered the press was the cutest.
Oh, I didn't give my God.
Too charming. The Dharamji charm was full on.
I'm like, good for him. He had fun with the role.
Yeah, he enjoys everything.
I saw the film. But trust me, the maximum CTs and hooting happened when Dharamji's that particular moment came out. They were like,
people
wow.
People were rooting for it, trust me.
Amazing.
I think the old people were rooting more.
No, the youngsters.
But there's nothing as old. It was
universally they were loving it.
It's a kind of a feel Dad has, with the world connects, the way they connect with him, and they just love him.
No, but is that the kind of legacy that you hope to enjoy as well? I mean, he's far more senior. I mean, he's been around for decades. We've seen him in all colors. In your case as well, do you want people to...
I don't know. I mean, it's just a path. Wherever it takes me and whatever it does and whatever I achieve and whatever the people give to me is what I'm looking for. And I just want to carry on working. That's all I know.
And scandal-free. Both of you are scandal lovers, is it? I did look up scandals between us, but nothing came up.
And it won't.
Okay, clearly they lead a clean life, so that's good.
No, there's nothing as scandal or clean and this and pure. There's nothing pure. There's nothing perfect. We all are as good and bad as the other, one another. It is how you conduct yourself, and you can, just see that you're, just be. You have to be a human being. You can't be anybody else. But don't be something which is going to destroy everything in life.
No, but you've done so well, and you have entertained us. I think at the end of the day,
that's what it is,
matters,
basically.
right? You're entertainers.
We are just human beings who are in a cinema line where anything we do is blown out of proportion.
No, it's epic. I mean, and also I'm so happy that you guys have achieved success with this, because it was a true test. You know, it could have, like you said, gone anyway. And it was a shot in the dark, well done. And is there a third one coming?
I think now we will go for a third one. Yeah, we will, because no, more than the success, I know that the people are wanting this franchising. They want this family to be the way it is, and they want to see where the family goes ahead in life, and that will be interesting.
Yeah, let's have millennial angst to it. Throw in teenage angst.